climate there, it was a UDA.
It was a UDA, and then she, of course, assumed that as an independent, she had enough social capital to even cross over and still come with the people. She did.
But you know that margin was very small.
Yes.
Because Waiguru got, what, 112,000 votes, and Ngirishi very closely at 104,000 votes.
Because I'm telling you, at what cost? If she had remained in UDA, the truth is that she would not have spent as much as she spent to come this far.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the Bomas of Kenya. The IEBC Chairperson of Chebukati is speaking. Let's get the details.
Here at the National Tallying Center, but as a commission, we wish to make the following adjustments to the process. The commission has observed that the process being undertaken is taking about 3 to 4 hours to process one returning officer. So far, we have 265 returning officers who have reported to this center, the National Tallying Center, and approximately 141 returning officers have been processed, leaving 124 who are still on the queue, as you can see on this side. As a result of this process flow, some of our returning officers have stayed here for 3 days, sitting on those chairs, which is totally unacceptable. So in order to optimize the process and guarantee faster processing of the results, and to be able for us to meet our constitutional timelines for processing of the presidential results, the Commission has reviewed the results process flow as follows. 1, the returning officers who are on the queue shall proceed to hand over the original result to the National Returning Officer immediately after this announcement. Thereafter, they report to the ICT desk for verification of the transmitted results from 34As against the original from 34As. We shall have sufficient ICT desks. I believe they are there to process them immediately. And thereafter, the presidential agents will be given copies of the results from 34As and from 34Bs for their own use. And in the event that you require the original documents to be available on the desks for verification. So we are simply reversing the flow of the process which is ongoing. And we believe that this will fasten the process, and we should be able to dispose of with the returning officers in the course of today so they can go and do other duties. So thank you for your cooperation, and I want to invite Professor Agulier, who is in charge of this tallying center, to make some further announcements.
We wish to announce further changes to access to Bomas and to the National Tally Center as well. From this minute forward, this Tally Center will only allow presence of agents, of presidential agents, the people that will help them in the work that is ongoing at the floor of the Tally Center, the chief agents, the deputy chief agents, and the clerks that are verifying, doing the verification process on the floor of the House. Nobody else will be allowed to sit in this auditorium from this minute on. We are also saying at the gate, we have given instructions, nobody should access this venue. And so from now on, if you are on the dais, on the terrace, and you are not a chief agent, a deputy chief agent, or the assistant to the chief agents by way of legal advice, and if you are not a clerk working on the floor of this tally center, can you please find your way out of the tally center? And that is the instructions we have given to the police. In addition to presidential agents and the clerks, observers are allowed to stay, and the diplomats only. All the media have a corner. You are free to stay and cover as you wish. Okay.
Well, we have the latest statement there and direction from the commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission with regard to the process ongoing at the National Tallying Center, that is at the Bomas of Kenya, and of course noting with concern the slow pace of the verification and tallying of results, saying it is taking actually about 3 to 4 hours to process just one returning officer. Remember, there are 290 returning officers who are manning those constituency offices across the country. But so far, 141 returning officers have already been processed. But on the queue, there are about 124. I believe there is still something going on at the Bomas of Kenya. Let's listen in.
The process that is ongoing, those arrows who are already on the desks, please complete that process on the desks.